Good evening and welcome to Weather Fans Live here on Sunday the 7th of April 24.
Good evening, everyone. And I hope I'm coming through. There's been a bit of a delay again, but never mind. Yeah, welcome. And be a surprise tonight. I don't think any of us have seen the models, have we?
I had a little look at this morning's one.
I had a look at the latest. Had a brief look at the UKV earlier, but other than that, I haven't looked at anything. Excuse me. I was busy eating my crisps before I come on.
I had a nice little Freddo still what I had left over.
Oh, yeah. So,
if I missed something, I have.
What have you missed?
I've missed our banner across the bottom. There we go. There we go. Good evening. Feel free to leave a comment. We'll read them out during the show.
Yep, indeed. And we'll put it up on the screen. So, yeah, Storm Kathleen yesterday and kind of today as well.
It's been very blustery still today.
Yeah, it was still blustery. It was blustery up here, but it wasn't as much as I expected. I didn't expect more of it, but
it's been very gusty here all day, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's due to be blustery for the most part of this week, and then it might ease down a bit towards the back end of the week. Like I said, we'll come into that in a bit with the charts. Oh, excuse me, pardon me, live on air. There is weather. Yeah, just blowing some air out. Hurricane Paul. What was I going to say? Yeah, there's yellow weather warnings out for tomorrow, Tuesday, and I believe Wednesday as well.
Oh, okay.
For wind and rain. Say again?
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, yellow weather warnings. So there's them out, but they're only very small. Yeah, I don't know if that's down to your background or what.
If it's the software, we'll try back up, which we've got in the pipeline anyway.
Yeah, we're working on other things, but yes. So the yellow weather warnings are very marginal, shall I say? They're very close to the coast.
Have you got the warnings
on screen in a second? I have got them to hand, yeah. Just fire them up. I'm still absolutely cream crackered from yesterday. Doing all that driving, then getting absolutely hammered by that storm, even though I thought it was going to be more. I got 46 miles an hour. I can't complain with that. No, it's not that one. Sorry, I'm still half with it. And watching WrestleMania last night, I didn't get to sleep like 2:30, so and I still didn't watch it all. Anyway. Hey?
It's a line, isn't it?
So, let's see if I'm on.
Oh, so we got the wind warnings.
Brilliant. Yes, so we've got this wind warning here across northwestern Scotland. Excuse me. Bad wind today. I have to sort this scaling out as well. 2 seconds. I'm just going to sort the scaling out on this. There we go. Let's try that.
Well, the minus button will help at the top.
Yeah, let's just have a look. Yeah, so excuse me. So yeah, the wind warning runs out at 11:59 tonight. Basically, it says strong winds accompanied by frequent squally showers may cause some travel disruption together with dangerous coastal conditions. I believe this is in association with Kathleen as well.
Kathleen.
Good old Kath. Yeah, one extended until midnight to cater for a second in winds and coastal impacts this evening. So winds expected between 60 and 70 mile an hour later on Sunday morning and into the afternoon. Then gusts of 60 mile an hour likely this evening. So that's for that. Let's have a look at Monday. Like I said, very isolated warnings at the moment. So this is a wind warning across Devon and Cornwall, parts of Western Devon and pretty much all of Cornwall. And that's running from 6 o'clock tomorrow evening through to 6 o'clock on Tuesday. And this is in association, I believe, with a low pressure system that's coming in. Yeah, a spell of strong winds will affect this region on Monday evening, until Tuesday morning. The gusts will reach 40 to 50 mile an hour widely and as much as 60 to 70 along exposed coasts, most likely across Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly. Large waves in combination with high tides may bring some impacts along coasts, so it seems to be mostly for the coast with this one. So that's for tomorrow. I can see, I'm just zooming in. So you can see it's just down there in Devon and Cornwall. And for Tuesday itself, this, like I said, this is very, very marginal. As you can see there, look, just literally about 10 mile inland, if that, all the way up from places like Blackpool down towards South Portloe Pool along the North Wales coast, towards the Leen Peninsula, over Anglesey, down towards Fishguard, was where it's saying the worst of the wind will be. Let me just zoom out. There we go. Now that wind warning still in effect across southwest England. And then we've got another one over here towards the south coast. So places like Hampshire, east and west Sussex, over towards Kent will be in that wind warning. I think this is an overall wind warning. So let's have a look. So that's running from 1 o'clock on Tuesday morning through to 12 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. So dinner time. It says the warning start has been adjusted to start 1 hour later. A spell of strong onshore winds will affect parts of the English Channel coastlines during overnight Monday and into Tuesday morning. Gusts will reach 40 to 50 mile an hour just inland from the coastal strip. And has potentially a 60 along the most exposed coastal spots. Through Tuesday morning, the wind will ease and the direction change to offshore. So, yeah, that's probably when it'll transfer over to the western side, I believe. So we'll have a look at the western side. We've already looked at the other one. There's also a rain warning for Scotland as well in borders. So this wind warning. So that was the wind one I was just showing you earlier. This one runs from same time but a bit later to 3 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. Oh, excuse me, full of cold. A spell of strong winds blowing in from the northwest will affect this region on Tuesday, initially arriving across southwest Wales and into the early hours of Tuesday, and reaching North Wales and northwest England during Tuesday morning. Gordon, if you're watching, because we'll reach 40 to 50 mile an hour widely with 60 to 65 mile an hour gusts expected for exposed coasts of southwest and west Wales overnight. Winds will likely ease, though still remaining breezy, across southwest and west Wales before dawn on Tuesday. So the worst of the weather will be across the southwest and probably this part of Wales during the night, and then that will move up to these coastal areas here. So yeah, that's pretty much all the wind warnings. One rain warning. and it says rainfall. This is from 1 p.m. on 1 a.m. Tuesday through to 6 p.m. on Tuesday. Rainfall on Monday night and Tuesday could cause some transport disruption and damage to homes and businesses via flooding. Let's have a look at the details. Rain will develop across parts of Scotland overnight, Monday and into Tuesday, or clearing away into the North Sea on Tuesday afternoon or evening. There is a chance that this rain could be heavy and persistent, with some areas seeing 20 to 40 millimetres of rain, and the slight chance that 1 or 2 spots could see 50 to 60 millimetres. Given the saturated ground in this region following recent heavy rainfall, rainfall totals quoted have the potential to cause greater impacts than would be typical. Considering it should be drying up at this time of the year, and it hasn't. As we know, we've just been in this continual conveyor belt spin cycle. I don't know what you could call it. What would you call it, Michael?
A pain in the backside.
Yeah, no, I think that kind of sums it up. Yeah, we've just been in this constant loop of low pressure since last August, and we'll have a look in a minute. I don't think there's any end in sight personally, but yeah, quite high impact, but it's on the low end, so that still might go up. It just depends on what happens on the approach of this low pressure system that's coming up through tomorrow night and into Tuesday. And I'll come back out of that. Come back to use. Hello, everyone. We're back. So, hello. Yeah, that's the wind warnings. Hello. So, yeah, that's the wind and rain warnings. That was quite near to me. I mean, there was quite a lot of rain come through in the last couple of days, especially last night after after all the wind and that, what Liz was showing on the group, that lump of rain that was moving northeastwards that come across us. Plus we had the rain on Saturday morning, Friday morning, Thursday morning. It's just like bands of rain moving up. So I don't think it's going to take much more rain for the, I won't say flooding, but for the rivers to go high.
Yeah, they must be running quite fairly high as it is at the moment.
Yeah, the rivers that I was looking at yesterday, out there in the Pennines, so the ones right high up, so like South Tyne, the Weir, East and West Allen, the Nen, I believe, they were flowing quite well. Weren't high though, they weren't specifically high. All the bogs are full up there, all the peaty ground are all saturated, so it's doing its job up there on the Pennines, and not a lot of that rain's getting down into the watercourses, thankfully. Where should we go next?
Well, while we're talking about it, I might just have a quick look at the flood warnings.
Yeah, crack on, mate.
That's what I was just looking at there. We currently have 24 flood warnings and 154 flood alerts. Let's have a quick look at the flood warnings up. Let's get the flood warning map up, actually. Just put the flood warnings up there. So there's about a couple of dozen. One over towards, which river's that there? The North Coast at Hornsea. You've got North Bank Road alongside the river. Nene, is that east of Peterborough?
Yeah, the Nen. Yeah, the Nen.
Yeah. You've got the Tidal River, Medway, and Medway Estuary. A couple in the South West Midlands there. River Severn at Sandhurst, and River Severn at Ham at Tewkesbury. Then you've just got this clump down here towards central southern England there, around the Ebble Valley. Then if I take that off there and bring up the flood alerts, and it's quite scattered across actually.
I think that's the ones towards the coast are due to the spring tides, I would imagine. I'm just having a look at one up by Newcastle and Alnmouth and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Tyne Estuary there, as you mentioned.
See what that one. That's Northumberland coast. That's the Tweed Estuary. So I would imagine that's more down to the spring tide than anything. It'd probably be the same on the west coast as well, and literally around any coast, because I think spring tide's due.
Yeah,
I think
the White Estuary conflict.
Yeah, I'm just actually I'm gonna look that up because I think they're due either tomorrow or Tuesday. So I'm gonna have a look.
It'll probably be Tuesday because we have the solar eclipse across America.
Yeah, actually that's tomorrow. Is the solar eclipse? Is it tomorrow or is it Tuesday? I don't know. Anywho,
I thought it was Tuesday.
Sure,
to be honest.
I'll have a look at that in a minute as well. Sorry, guys. We are doing this on the fly tonight.
So I've actually got the
checking the time.
Oh, it is on Monday. I do apologise. For some reason, I thought it was on Tuesday the
8th. Last time I checked, it was.
I think I know why I thought that, because I think it's someone's birthday on Tuesday.
All right, fair enough.
So let's bring that. So yeah, there's your flood warnings scattered across. Quite a lot of actually scattered across central southern England there. Oh, I'm trying to stop. Well, no, I'll put the tab. Let's close that tab now. So that's the current flood warning. So there's a fair few around. We'll keep an eye on it over the coming days. If it starts to really ramp up down, we'll post the link on that in the next few days. So shall I have a look at the facts charts for now?
Yeah,
or
can do. I'm just having. We'll go for that. Have a look at them, or do you want me to go into the UKV?
Well, we'll show everyone the facts charts then. If you want to get the UKV up ready.
Yeah, I've already got it up. So yeah. You do facts chart. I'll do the UKV after that.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I can't control the ads there.
The adverts.
We don't do political.
Local elections.
So we're just yes. So there's Storm Kathleen sitting towards the northwest of the UK at 960 millibars, and we've got this line across the UK, which has been bringing a band of showers through, and we have had that here across the Midlands this evening. Well, funny enough, it's actually been doing it since literally within 5 minutes of me finishing jet washing the garden path. The rain hasn't stopped really since. Thought typical.
Oh.
So yeah, that's about forwards through to midday on Monday, and we've got another little area of low pressure been up towards the southwest of the UK, bringing loads of weather fronts in. So perhaps we'll be seeing some spells of rain or showers moving up from the southwest. Kathleen continues progress north. Go around the area of high pressure around Greenland. As we head through into midnight into Tuesday, we're seeing that over low pressure with its weather fronts moving up into southwest England. We've already seen the warnings in force for the coastal areas of England and Wales. That low goes out into the North Sea through into Tuesday and into this northwesterly flow. And Wednesday, we're under a ridge of high pressure, with high pressure building up from the south. And I say we may have more weather fronts coming in from the southwest. Where does that bring that low? Let's take a look. As you can guess, more weather fronts are crossing the UK through into Wednesday. but we've got higher pressure towards the south. And always around this time, 84, 96, it just seems to skip a bit. Then we're under a southwest to westerly flow there. Once that cold front comes through, we've got a ridge of high pressure towards the south. Not seen much of that recently, but there have been a few hints of high pressure building up from the south. But we'll have a look at the charts in just a few moments. But first, I'll take you over to Paul with the UKV charts. Once he turns his volume off. Hello, Paul. Is anybody there?
I am here. Sorry, I forgot I'd muted. It's because I was listening to the stream, because there's a little bit of an issue on my side, but I'm working on it. Right, bear with me a minute, because I haven't loaded up the page yet. Because I did say I was going to do this as a surprise thing. So, right, let's go back. Back. We'll go there. We'll go there. Brilliant. Am I on the air? Michael, please connect.
You are indeed. You are.
Thank you. Right, guys. Please bear with me. I think there might be issues with my internet tonight for once. For once, it's not Michael's internet. It seems to be mine. So we do have this band of rain that's moving kind of southeastwards. And we've got this next batch of rain moving up from the southwest, which looks to be affecting Wales during the night. This may move into northwest England. Let's go back an hour. So the light is there now. So minimum temperatures below that line where the rain's coming in between 9 and 11 Celsius. Cooler further north between 2 and 6 in Scotland, 6 to 8 across northern England, Wales under that warmer air, obviously. Excuse me, pardon me. Between 3 and 6 degrees across Ireland and the Republic. Right. So this rain moves in during Monday. As you can see, quite vivid colours there. Quite spicy across there. I would imagine that's to do with the wind more than the any kind of thunderstorms or like that. Some thunderstorms may move into Hampshire during the afternoon. There might be some across this line as well, like yesterday. Could just converge anywhere, possibly even across northeast England as well.
Yeah, we'll have a look at the Cape actually in just a moment. Put some potential there for southern counties.
So a quick look. Yeah, there's some Cape there, but no. We'll have a look on the other charts in a minute with Michael. Maximum temperatures could reach 17 or 18 in the southeast. Quite widely between 11 and 15, I would say, across the more eastern areas. Across the west, between 9 and 13, and across Ireland and Scotland, well, western parts of Scotland anyway, between 7 and 9, possibly a 10, especially across the central belt of Scotland.
Oh, you can feel that chill already.
Give me a second. So there could be some flashy boom booms going off here in southeast England and possibly into the southeast Midlands, so somewhere like Oxford, around that area, Bicester, maybe towards Northampton as well for our Gav. Salute you, my brother. So that rain will then move up into East Anglia, as well as this arc of rain that's moving up into Northeast England, Northwest England. Could be a few showers there into Wales as well. But these we'll be watching closely. Let's have a look at the Cape just quickly. My internet has been a pain in the rear end, so there is plenty of Cape available. Let's have a look at the temperatures during that time. Still widely into the mid-teens. Let's have a look at the wind. And very little wind, so yeah, there's potential there for thunderstorms, in my opinion. I'll let Michael do his thing in a minute with the ECM and GFS. So that rain will move into Yorkshire. Could still be thundery. Moving into northeast England during the evening, probably have died out by then. Joining up with that arc of rain. What the beep?
Good evening. Tommy's just joined us. Paul says, "Good evening, Michael and Paul."
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, good evening, Tom. So yeah, there could be some thunder for you there tomorrow, Tom, in Nottingham. Just run that back for you, mate. Give you an idea. So this is tomorrow. As that rain moves kind of on the opposite side. So as that rain towards the west is moving out of the way, it's curling back with this. So yeah, it could be some widespread heavy downpours tomorrow under that. Like I said, potential for some thundery potential, but we'll keep an eye on that anyway. All moves up north, and that low then moves inland. So it was down here earlier. Let's rock it back. So it's maturing there, as you can see. Cirrusy cloud there on the tucking, where it's tucking in. I can't get my words out. And then it starts to mature, and that wind will be across Cornwall. So on the back edge of this, that wind will be blowing northwest. I'd think of that then. And across here, onshore breeze, gusts, wind. So yeah, well, that's just done it. It's just done it for me. Look, let me go back to 5. So yeah, that could get quite. I don't know. I can't think of a word other than spicy. It could get quite lively, shall we say, during Tuesday early hours. So look at the minimums, quite widely between 5 and 8 degrees. Winds, so look at the wind gusts. I'll give us an idea of what's going on. So up here in the northeast, there's quite a defined boundary there between what's going on at the coast and what's going on inland as that low moves in.
I was going to say it's probably what the centre of the low will be at that time.
Yeah, I would imagine so. But on the back edge of that northwesterly coming in 50, 60 mile an hour, the the northwest. I need to go and reset myself. See if that comes inland during. I think that could come inland during the morning. So early morning could get quite lively in the northwest, as well as down the Wales. Could be looking at 60 mile an hour gusts there in Blackpool, South Liverpool, through towards Manchester, down the Cheshire Gap a little bit, probably towards Stoke. You'd be looking at 50, 60 mile an hour winds. Go back to the precipient cloud anyway. So yeah, that's, as you can see, that in line with this band of rain here. So that will move along. That centre of the low is there, so the most winds will probably be on this back edge here and on the south side. Generally, they are on the southwestern flank of the low pressure. I think I've been doing my homework. Could be some wintry potential over the highest grounds of the Pennines, southern uplands, and up into northern Scotland, as it drags in that north to northwesterly wind during Tuesday. So that rain's moved away. Would imagine the wind's quite, should we call it, lively at that time. Sorry, guys. Yes, on the east coast could be 50, 60 mile an hour winds as that band of rain and the low, like I say, that low pressure moves in widely between 40 to 50 mile an hour across the north, more in line with 30 to 40 in the south. Maximum temperatures taking a hit from Monday, looking between 3 and 7 in Scotland, northern England, possibly between 5 and 10 degrees, between 9 and 11 further south, and into Wales as well, 7 to 9. Ireland and the Republic between 7 and 10. I'm just going to have one last look at Tuesday night, and then I'm going to pass it to Michael. So I'll be ready, mate.
Indeed.
Brilliant. So could be some showers on the back edge of that. Like I said, wintry over the highest ground. So anywhere above 6, 7, maybe 800 meters. And it won't stick anyway. Very unlikely to stick on. And then there's another low moving in for Wednesday. As you can see, we'll have a look at that in a minute with Michael.
Oops. I was getting my page set up then and knocked you off there. You're back on now.
Brilliant. Yeah. So temperature's quite cold on Wednesday for this time of year. Between 2 and 4 degrees, so there could be some frost in sheltered valleys and glens, especially in Scotland, where it could be between -1 and -2. But elsewhere, mostly over the higher ground, I would say that frost will be, but it won't last long anyway. So there's the outlook for Wednesday. I'll just quickly whiz through that. Another scraggy band of rain, and yeah, just another rinse and repeat. Right, Michael, I hope you're ready, mate, because I'm passing it over to you.
Thank you, dearest. Tom on the comments. Oh, lovely. I hope it's been nothing but heavy hitters with showers for me over the past few days, on and off. That's when you mentioned about some storm, which possibly,
yes,
I'll say it's a guarantee, possibly for tomorrow afternoon.
Yes.
And as you mentioned about the winds, he was saying that Nodrock will be having a field day on Tuesday morning.
I have warned him about it.
Yeah, actually, for enough, I have as well.
Yeah, we've both been giving him the heads up. So I think he knows if the two of us are getting in contact with him about this one thing, he knows it's for
something
real.
Could be happening.
So it's quite possible. But yeah, he's got other commitments. So yeah. Anyway, over to you, Michael.
Sorry, it's just a private in-joke. It's just come through on our.
All right, I'll have a look.
On our mods, it's just. What was I doing? Oh yes, screen sharing. Let's have a look at the facts charts from the latest GFS from lunchtime today. Then we'll have a look at this morning's breakfast time run. So we're looking at the 850 HBA temperature and sea level pressure. So the heat that we had yesterday, which just grazed the eastern areas, is up into Central Europe. into parts of eastern Germany, to Poland. And I believe there might have been a record set for these the AFD temperatures for April. I've not heard anything since, but there was a possibility we could end up seeing some records broken on that. These sort of levels, especially the 15-degree isotherm, is something you don't really see till probably about summertime, really. If it was middle of summertime, that 15-degree isotherm would bring temperatures up into the low to mid-30s, really. But let's move on with this. So under relatively cool air, the air with Kathleen towards our northwest, and we've got another low pressure coming up from the southwest. We'll move that through. As we're seeing coming into Tuesday, that low crosses the country, giving us spells of rain or showers. And what we'll see behind that low pressure is high pressure building up towards maybe the far south of England there. So further south you are, the more dry it will be. But still be quite breezy across the UK. As we head through into Wednesday, we see that ridge still coming up from the southwest. That will extend into Central Europe as well. There is Azores highs going, let's take a holiday to Europe. Yes, what have you been for the last 6 months? And this has still got higher pressure towards the south, lower pressure moving up towards the northwest. And we're still under that southwesterly flow before we'll have a weather front crossing the country there through into Saturday morning. And let's have a look, see what happens as we head into days 7 to 10. Obviously, these are subject to change, and I know the charts have been chopping and changing between this. But the one thing that keeps popping up recently is high pressure trying to build behind this low that comes in through the start of next week. As I said, there's still a lot that can happen before then. Well, model runs over the last 2 to 3 days is trying to build up high pressure over the UK. This doesn't quite do it. It's a bit of a battleground there with low pressure out towards Scandi. And we're in a bit of a no man's land, really. There's a little bit of high pressure there on the relatively cool, not cold air, especially towards the north and east. Does that build up high pressure? It looks like it tries to give it a go. And that does actually inflate an area of high pressure just sat to our west. So it looks like it's trying to turn things more settled, actually. So yes, so let's go back on that. There's that ridge coming up for southern counties towards the end of the week. And then during the start of next week, it looks like we're going to have a low pressure sinking down across the country with high pressure, looks like building from the west behind. Turns a bit slack, really, as we head into the end of next week. It looks like the low pressure, the Azores high, builds up again from the southwest and sits just to our west of the UK. Let's have a look at the breakfast time run from this morning. And does that have the same kind of thing? So as we move forward towards the end of the week, there's that ridge of high pressure coming up from the south there. So the further south you are, the more likely dry it will be. And then again, this is showing that air of low pressure for the start of next week. Bring down much cooler air for a time into Monday. And we've got that high pressure building in behind that. Where does that high pressure go? That actually then properly sits across the UK through the back end of next week. So we're looking at days 10 to 14. So this has high pressure, which we've not seen for a very long time, actually sat across the UK. And as it keep it there, we've got that northeasterly flow. So that could bring in a lot more cloud in from the North Sea, maybe some showers. These will not be wintry, as obviously the temperature now starts to rise. But with this, I'll see a lot of cloud coming in off the North Sea. And with that northeast to easterly wind, might just feel chilly, especially on the eastern coasts. And that high pressure starts to slink its way over towards Iceland. When that still in that northeasterly flow, could still bring in a lot of clouds, maybe some showers to eastern areas. And that does actually retrogress towards Greenland. So if that was to continue, there's a good chance we could pull in that northerly wind for, what are we now? About 17, 18 days' time. But as we know, that's too far ahead to think about that. So let's go back to the latest run and we'll have a look at the Cape Unlifted, especially for tomorrow. Oh, just noticed something. We have a guest. Oops. We have Gav. Thank you, Gav, for joining us. Hi, guys. Just popping in for a few minutes. Just finished my roast chicken dinner. Oh, lovely. I had a nice lunch for about early afternoon. But, nice roast chicken dinner. Oh, I bet skin was nice. Was the skin nice and crispy? Oh, I just fancy a chicken now.
I know, KFC or chicken highlights are available.
And apologies if I used your retrogression. All I could hear in my head, Gav, was you going, there's a retrogression in my head as I was saying. Retrogression. Oh, bless his soul. We love you, Gav. So let's bring that foot back to the start and let's have a look at tomorrow's risk for some possible stormage. And that's not showing too much around Cape actually for Monday. So maybe,
but this is the GFS. I was going to say is the GFS, so it's quite low resolution.
I still think we could have the rumble of thunder actually, especially towards southeastern areas.
Yeah, I think as it starts, I can't properly roll my eyes. Yes, as it showed on UKV.
To see if it's showing anything there. No, well, kind of similar. Touch and go. Might be the odd rumble of thunder, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Retrogression. What was that there? Paul can properly roll his R's. I need a drink to do that.
I'm drinking Tango, so
I'm drinking Pepsi Max.
I was going to say,
I don't think I'll be rolling my R's. I think I'll be burping my R's a bit.
Retrogression. I was going to say maybe have a look at the Arpege or a Rome model. They're high resolution.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that in just a moment. So look at the wind. It's been quite blustery again across the UK. So we've had winds widely 40 to say 55 miles an hour, quite widely today. Widely. But these winds are showing signs of it easing as the night goes on. So the winds will ease for time. Then there's that low, which the Met Office have got that warning out, especially for coastal areas of England and Wales, away from eastern areas through into Tuesday. So gusts there, we're looking at 40 to maybe 60 miles an hour as that moves up into the North Sea. Then into Tuesday, there's that area there which have got that yellow warning as well for parts of northwest England to western and northwest. Sorry, northern and western Wales. They have a mouthful there with your W's. Unless you're joining from Ross, it'll be it's the Oz, is it? From I'll shut up. Anyway, moving on. Moving into Wednesday, winds will start to ease. Then it could pick up, especially towards the north. northwest Scotland, there could be a yellow warning for that later in the week. Something to keep an eye on there. Winds could get to 50, maybe 60 mile per hour for the far northwest of Scotland. Further south, with high pressure trying to build up from the south, winds will turn much lighter. And through into Friday, wind pick up slightly there before easing again into the weekend. Then we've seen on the model runs, low pressure comes down again at the moment for the start of next week. Not bringing too much wind at all. And we're going to see signs that high pressure trying to move in from behind it. Keep it clean, Paul, to know what you're thinking right now. So the winds will die down.
I am saying.
What was that,
I wasn't
sorry?
even taking much notice, if I'm being honest, Michael. I wasn't taking much notice. I was just loading.
What you're saying is it wasn't listening. So there we've got winds light across the UK. The winds will be light with that high pressure building in.
Mm-hmm.
And winds will stay fairly light. Today's 14 to 18 there.
Yeah.
UK precipitation. Obviously, these not Rolex, low resolution.
Lower resolution.
Thank you. So there's that band of rain coming up especially towards Ireland there. And these will be like these showers. This has got some of the showers actually clipping the far southeast there. Some models were actually showing it, especially like the UK Met, bringing the showers across the eastern parts of England into East Midlands, maybe into Lincolnshire as well. So something will be a bit nowcasting tomorrow afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got low pressure moving up from the southwest through into Tuesday, bringing a spell of heavy rain for quite a few areas, before turning showery through into Tuesday. Dry spell through into Wednesday before another spell of rain comes across. I think that could fragment a bit as it crosses the country and looks much drier for Thursday. So if you happen to have a day off on Thursday, you want to get in the garden. If you're not going through your muddy rice field, which you call your grass at the moment, there's a chance that you might be able to give it a cut. And then spell rain crosses the northwest. And it's looking quite dry across southern areas underneath where you class that area of high pressure, which is sat across France here. One or two showers might come through on Saturday. And as we've seen, low pressure comes across Sunday into Monday.
Yay.
Calm down, dear.
Yay.
Actually saying that, let's take a look actually at the jet stream, see what that's actually doing. I'm guessing that it's going to get pushed further north over the coming week or so. So no surprise, we've got the jet stream slap bang across the UK. That spins up that low through into Tuesday. Then you see that ridge moving up there through into southern counties. Jet stream has just started to show signs of slipping to the south. Got a cut-off low there towards northern Africa. Jet stream still darting across the UK, but as that low crosses the country through into start next week, that jet stream has started to get very undulated with that high pressure burn up from behind through into start next week. And kind of splits the jet stream with that high across western to the west of the UK. That's a thing then, eastern Atlantic. I think I need to go to bed here. Been a busy day. So
I need to finish my story.
So jet stream, it's a bit of messy there. It's trying to reorganize itself, but it's also like showing signs of pushing towards the north, then dipping across the UK. So maybe a sign there of high pressure building there. But as we know, it's a long way off and anything between now and then.
Now and then.
Just checking the comments there.
It's just Gav saying ha ha.
Anything like that before I go over to the ECMWF? Did I take a look at the storm risk during the week? I don't think I did. I think I just looked into Monday.
You had a look at the Cape NLI tomorrow.
I think it's Tuesday. Maybe a few hints there across northeast England at first.
Yay.
But with that high pressure trying to build up from the south there, no really signs at all. Then we'll leave that as far as there. So there's like a small risk, I would say. I'm mainly safe for southeastern areas through tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, and go to storm risk one.
Are
you loving it?
That's I'm about to sneeze actually.
As you can tell, everyone, we are quite tired this weekend.
That deserves a week off.
We do, don't we? Don't think we're going to get one. Anyways.
Let's have a look at the storm risk. It's really gotten their showers, really clipping the far southeast and more into the Low Countries, really.
Yeah, it does move up.
Yeah, this has got.
10,
this really has this further south, further east compared to the UKV.
Yeah, UKV being the Met Office's weather doodah. I'm just going to have a quick look at the Rome on my side. My computer play ball.
If it's that, it's very clever.
Let's have a look at the Cape NLI for tomorrow. This is Cape available across the north on the Rome, which is the French model, Meteo France, and across the south as well during the evening. Not all moves. I'll bring that up in a minute when we've done the what they call
ECM.
ECM, yeah. Sorry,
it's all right. I'll bring up the ECMWF weekly mean pressure chart anomalies. So this is a chart which I couldn't get my words out for. So this is a mean sea level pressure chart between Monday the 8th and the 15th of April. And this has high pressure, which we'll start to see on the charts, sat towards the south. This will still bring us into a west to southwesterly flow. So further south you are, the more dry it is likely to be. This doesn't mean it's completely dry, as we're seeing through into Sunday into Monday. There's a chance of that low pressure coming across, but that might be shown on the next chart. So that keeps it quite dry across southern areas. That's a good sign because that's something not seen for quite a while. So let's have a look what that shows us for the 15th to the 22nd. And that's got high pressure sat to our west, which we'll start to see as well on the charts. And I'll say since about Wednesday, Thursday, some of these charts have been hinting at higher pressure moving in, actually, which we're not seeing for a long time. And it's quite a bit of relief if you're fed up with this bleeding rain we've had. As much as we love storms, I think we just all had enough of rain. We just wanted to dry out, if it's for about a week or something. So in this setup, the air will be coming down from the northwest. It'll be quite cool. But the main thing is it's drier. Still could be some showers across northeastern areas, which we can't rule out. 22nd of April to the 29th, that high pressure still remains just set to our west. So it's looking drier for much of the UK. And as time goes on, the signal gets weaker. So nothing's shown really across the UK for then. And still showing I can't speak showing shines of higher pressure, still sat 12 west. Then as we head through to the middle of May, that's still got high pressure across much of the UK. So could things finally be settling down? We'll find out. With these charts, let's have a look at the precipitation.
Even our esteemed friend Gavin says it needs to dry out for his garden as well, for his paddy field.
Yeah, I managed to do a bit of weeding very late last night before it went dark after my daughter went to sleep, because I thought if I don't do it like late last night, it's going to be raining through today, which it has been. So I wanted to get our patio cleaned out. Well, I did it firstly by hand with a good scrubbing brush till my pole snapped on me. Then I managed to borrow a jet wash from one of the neighbours, and the difference that has made. But anyway, I'm going off a tangent there.
I was going to say, I was just remembering back to this week when you sent that voice note to us, and your little one was saying cumulonimbus.
Oh yeah, I was trying to teach her a few storm words. Cumulonimbus.
Why not? Cumulonimbus. She's only how old is she? She's only 3.
She was just 3 a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, she can already say cumulonimbus.
Cumulonimbus.
Bless her. So, any avid weather fans out there, get your children started early on the old terminology.
By the time she starts primary school in a few years' time, she'll be know everything about weather. Probably no more than I do.
She'll be going to her friends. Look, there's a cirrus cloud. They'll be like, eh?
Look, a storm cloud building. Daddy will be at home watching that.
Daddy, como imbas. Anyway, we're going off tangent. Back to the weather.
The precipitation weekly mean anomaly is the same charts we look at, but instead of showing pressure, this is showing if it's going to be dry or wetter over the 7 days. So this is showing a bit wetter across much of the UK away from the southeast.
That's about right.
Then as we head to 15th to the 22nd, things which we haven't seen for a long time are turning drier.
Nice emphasis on the
and into the 22nd to 29th, the signs of it still staying dry, and obviously the signal gets weaker, but still showing like drier conditions. Doesn't mean it's going to stay completely dry. There's still going to be spells of rain, possibly at times, but it's going to be less wet than it has been recently.
Yeah, it's going to be dry.
Drier. Sounds like an advert back in the day with Budweiser. Budweiser.
Please feel free to sponsor us if you do.
I don't drink.
Same with Monster Energy as well. We want to speak to Monster Energy. Sponsorships.
Now we're looking at is the temperature compared to average. So temperature shown a little bit above average there. Perhaps a little bit more.
Gav's just asked if May is going to be dry. I would speak to May herself, possibly, Gav. She'd be able to tell you. Anywho, we're after 9 o'clock now. So
depends if May's shells broke again.
Sorry, go on.
Depends if May's shells broke again.
Yeah.
Oops. Got into the wrong tab there. There we go.
April
to 15. So we're looking above average there for much of the UK.
Yep.
Then for the 15th to the 22nd of April, with that northwesterly flow, temperatures will be suppressed with that northwesterly flow. Temperatures are shown cooler than average for the middle of April. And for the 22nd to the 29th, that's flicked back around only slightly above average. So perhaps more sun there is the more you're going to feel it, and the temperatures perhaps will respond if that high pressure is still sitting there. Then we're looking about average for the end of April into May. We're looking, I'll say close to average to really at the moment for the rest of start of May. But fingers crossed, we are going to see some drier weather in. Really, fingers crossed. And apologies if you've got arthritis and your fingers are always crossed. I hope that offend you on that. I think that's that. Let's show something that I'm not seeing full. So these are the weather regimes. You might see these on the deep dives on the Met Office YouTube channel. And this is showing the pattern expected over the next couple of weeks or so. At the moment, we're with a positive NAO. We're under control of low pressure. Then I'm going to try to read these. It's that small, and yeah, I don't think I need it in Braille. I think I need a dog.
Welcome to my world, mate. I can't personally see myself. I'm trying to squint as well.
So with the reds here showing like a block, so a block in air of high pressure, which we are nice to see into the start of next week once that low pressure comes through. And there's quite a bit of spread as we go ahead towards the end of the oh no, that goes towards the end of May actually. Do apologise. So yeah, there's a lot of scatter as you can imagine as we're going towards the end of the model. I'm going to shut up now because I'm talking absolutely jibber jabber jibber, and I think we're going to stop that sharing there.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly go to the Rome chart, and then I'll do the Instagram. Then we can wrap up. So yeah, I've just put a I've just put one of my
already.
Yeah, I've just put another WrestleMania post in there. So we are going to see.
Tom says we need more sun dryness. I'm over the wet weather.
Yeah, join the club, mate. No worries, Gav.
Just peace one. Oh, we'll show you a picture that came. Yeah. Where is it now? I'll show you. Is that going to? No, let me turn my background off. When I turn my background off, it sometimes plays up. So yeah.
Yep, that's pretty much down your neck of the woods.
That's me cutting the grass this morning.
In the paddy field.
Yes.
Yeah. So let me just quickly go through these last two, and then we'll call it a night.
Thanks for joining us, Gav. If you're heading off now, we're just literally just do one more thing, then we're heading off ourselves.
Yeah, just going to quickly go through the Rome charts because the GFS was playing. Oh, Rachel's just popped in. Hello, Rachel.
Hello, Rachel. How are you doing?
How are you dealing? So, yeah, I think I'm on now, aren't I, Michael?
Oh, sorry. I'm being distracted with the comments. You're on the screen right now.
Cheers, buddy. So this is the Meteo France Rome model, which is very, very high resolution. It's 0.001 degree, really close to the ground. Whereas the GFS, I think, is 0.25. And the UKV is 0.1, if I remember rightly. Could be wrong. Anywho, so yeah, you can see that cape moving in across the southwest tomorrow, and then it comes up through France. As you can see there, some energy levels up between 1,000 to 1,200 maybe. So it could be getting quite naughty across there. The yellows indicate anything from 500 up to 900, which is then amber, and then up to red. So could get CAPE levels up to between 500 and 700 across the south. That will then move north, as we saw on the UKV. So yeah, the south and East Anglia could see some, as well as Wales. Obviously, this is just one ingredient, as we always say. It's just one ingredient in the cooking pot that is known as thunderstorms.
Yeah.
Could continue up into Yorkshire as well, but I think that'll be more heavy rain than it will be thunder. Might be the odd rumble.
I would say so as well. I think definitely the biggest risk tomorrow, I would say, more towards southeastern area.
Yeah, there's
maybe
CAPE available across northern England, but it's very low here in northern England.
I don't think there's quite a trigger there, actually.
Say again, sorry?
I don't think there's quite the trigger there.
Yeah, that could be. I think the winds are southwest tomorrow, so let's have a look. So the winds will be southerly, actually. So there's light winds there as well. So it could be the fact that some thunderstorms do brew up across northern England as well, especially maybe towards the northeast. So could be storm chase tomorrow for me. I can be bothered to get out of my pajamas because I'm going to be wrecked because I'm watching WrestleMania again tonight. So
yeah,
I'm going to watch Cody finish his story finally, and then Michael can start watching WWE again.
Well, maybe. I'm still watching the old stuff from 2006 at the moment. Just a comment from Rachel. Unfortunately, Rachel says she's had a death in her family. Our condolences go out to you and your family, Rachel.
Yes, indeed. Sorry to hear that, and we're all here as a community for you.
Definitely. And if anytime you need a chat, just always speak to somebody. Someone's always there to listen to.
Indeed, we're always there. Someone will be there. So yeah, as I was saying, storms could break out across northern England. See some stormage starting to come into southeast England. See there, so yeah, I'd give northeast England a good shout there. To be honest, looking at that one round about the magic hour, as we call it in the business, around about 3 o'clock, and yeah, so look, see if anything moves up. Yeah, so that rain that's across the southeast could merge with that low and bring a spell of quite heavy rain across northern England again. Rain totals between 20 to 40 millimetres per hour probably on them ones. So that, moves away on Tuesday. That's when we get the northwesterlies coming in on the back of that. So look at the high clouds, see what's there. So quite a lot of high clouds. That might inhibit medium. Could be a bit of medium cloud as well. That most likely would be the rain. So look at the low cloud. So yeah, it's going to be medium to high cloud tomorrow. Could inhibit anything building, but let's have a look through the morning. Clears up. This is low level cloud, by the way. So white is anything up to 5%, and then obviously all the way up to dark greys, 100% in this model anyway, in the Arome. Let's go to the medium. This is around about 1 o'clock, so quite a good slot there across northern England. As you can see, that them blobs there would most likely be thunderstorms, big heavy showers. Still same across south as well. I'm getting distracted, so I'm going to have to come off in a minute. Lastly, go to the high cloud. So we'll see tomorrow. But like Michael said earlier, it will be a case of now casting tomorrow. One last look before we go. Our Instagram page, slowly building up. It's been going a month now. We've got 63 followers. Many thanks to you all that are following.
We're definitely going to send Liz over to Gav, I reckon.
Yeah, Gav will be coming storm chasing with us at one point. Still got to get the YouTube channel up to 100 as well. That was the deal. So we'll try and get some more photos up when if and when they come in, which they are going to do on our. Yeah, we just need. I mean, tomorrow could be a good start with potential stormage. Could get scenes like these mammatus or these shelf clouds tomorrow. But the rest of the week just looks whack, to say the least. That's me being blunt. Right, that's that.
Indeed.
Ready. So
it's 9:15. I think it's time to wrap up and head off. I best head off home, but I'm already at home.
Yeah, head off the internet and back to the real world. So yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone.
Bed, I've got work in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know what I've got tomorrow, but there'll be something up. Probably more sleep. But yes, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the page. Helps the old YouTube algorithm. Gets us out there more. Yeah, I need to put in my dentures and put in my hearing aids. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment, get the algorithm working, get us out to more people. Same with Instagram as well. Don't forget to like and give us a follow. Same with Weather Fans as well. 2.2 we're at 2.2k now. Slowly building up. So
things take time. As I've always said, you just need a good stormage, and all of a sudden people just appear, which is a good thing.
Exactly. Which it did in the last week when we had them thunderstorms. We got 50, 100 people joining us. So brilliant stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look at the analytics when I come off. So I like to look at them and see, what triggers us, and stuff like that. Like I said, with YouTube.
We'll take a look at that off once we come off our stream. If you stay in the green room, and I'll bring up on our screen.
Yeah, we'll have an natter then. But yeah, in a month's time from today, I believe it'll be 3 years since we started Weather Fans.
Really?
Yes.
Sorry, really?
So it'll be nice to a little anniversary if it's. Oh, really? Anyway, so guys, thank you very much for your support and your follows and your contributions over the last few years and tonight as well. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling because me and Michael have got to go and have a natter in the green room. And Rachel, as we said, we're here if you need us.
Definitely.
Drop Michael or Liz, someone like that. Drop a message. We'll gladly have a natter with you.
Never feel like you're on your own. There's always someone there to chat to.
Yeah, and I'm sure Gav would be the same as well. We're here as a community for you, both Gavs and Weather Fans as well. Guys, I'm going to shut up. I want to say like and subscribe one more time. Please do it because it helps the YouTube algorithm because it's just changed. So it'll help, spin up.
Good night. It's waffling.
No, press the button, Michael. Press the button.
Bye. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.